He'd bark with the movie. It'd be like, dogs bark now when this symbol flashes on screen.
Action!
Welcome back to Coming This Summer. That's a nice
We can
roll
pick.
in.
We can pick. Editor, any one of those.
Yeah,
you
got it.
Totally not me.
Like-
Anyway. Yeah. You got it.
Do a camera pan to my finger as it swings.
We're going to play edit. We should do editor roulette. And we like spin and see who gets to fucking have to edit videos for the week.
If we had a team, we could throw in little funny bits when we said something stupid. It could cut to something. But so anyway, welcome.
But you get this.
Welcome to Cinemagasm.
So, yeah, don't you wish you had that? Wow.
If you're listening on the podcast, you
call here to submit your application.
Yeah, or money.
It sounded like you were asking for or money. Yeah,
maybe I was
/donation.
and or.
Speaking of Andor, popular Star Wars show that everyone loved.
Nice.
Nice segue. Starting this week, my probably favorite actor Rosario Dawson stars in the Ashoka show, which follows up Ashoka, yeah, baby, we're on fire today. So the Ashoka, Ashoka. You sound like you're Sean Connery.
Ashoka.
So Ahsoka's joined with characters from the Rebels TV show,
right?
Which you need to watch.
I do.
Maybe just watch like core episodes.
Is there like a Rebels for Dummies?
You need like Rebels Kai, you know. Like, and I'm not, that sounds dumb, but you need like the supercut, where it just shows you don't need any of the trash garbage like filler episodes
wheel spinners
because it's a Disney kids cartoon.
So probably like season premiere, middle episode, season finale.
There's like some Ahsoka Darth Vader fights that you do need to see. There's some backstory with Anakin and her specifically older.
Now that Hayden Christensen's coming back again,
yes,
they need to.
They
owe him.
Yeah. Mary Elizabeth Winstead is portraying Hera, who's Twi'lek, the greens with the tentacles. So
Linda from Bob's Burgers.
So which she's like a great character in Rebels. So and I love that actress. So yeah. Speaking of, I got another segue. I'm on fire today. Speaking of Mary Elizabeth Winstead, Scott Pilgrim. The Scott Pilgrim trailer came out. The animated show,
based
off the series.
Everybody came back to voice
full
it.
Movie returning cast. Mary Elizabeth Winstead, Scott Pilgrim. You know, others. Chris Evans, I think, is even coming back. Brandon Routh as Brie Larson.
Cool.
Yeah.
I like how you called Michael Cera. You just straight called him Scott Pilgrim.
Whatever.
Scott Pilgrim's in the movie. He's not really Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah, he is. He's basically
to me.
Well, he hasn't really been in a lot, you know, movie wise.
He's Alan now to me.
Super bad. Yeah, super bad.
From Barbie.
And Scott Pilgrim is really all in Alan now.
He's Alan.
Yeah, because he kicked ass. Yeah, so I'm super excited. A trailer for that drop. Maybe we'll do a reaction short. The podcast becomes nothing but fucking that. Well, I have no more.
That's it. All right, guys.
Well, no more. Oh, speaking of trailers that dropped, dude. Holy shit, I'm good today.
What was on your?
Speaking of,
your bowl
what was in my cereal today?
Yeah,
Cinemagasm.
Yeah.
I got the purple Hawaiian
vitamin C diet. It sounds like
purple Hawaiian crunch. So the
Michael Bay diet.
Final Disenchantment season got a trailer, which we haven't finished the last season.
No, because
for reference, it's the Netflix fantasy version of Simpsons Futurama.
It takes place in the Groening verse.
Matt Groening, whatever. It's in the Groening verse.
It is. They have so many Futurama references in Disenchantment, and they've already crossed over Futurama with The Simpsons.
And the show is good. It follows maybe, I would say, more of a through line than Simpsons or Futurama, but that's because it was like cut in such a way. It wasn't meant to be like 25 episode seasons.
No, it's 6 now 10-parters, 5 10-part episode
5 10 parts.
Right.
Yeah, so 10 parts. We didn't finish season 4. I started season 4, I think, but we definitely
there was
did
like
not
no
complete
word
it.
on whether or not they were finishing it, and they when they announced they were chopping like 95% of their animation block, they didn't say a word either way.
Well,
so we
that
just
and
assumed
BoJack got the got the cut.
You know, they never officially canceled Arrested Development either. Sometimes they just don't.
I would take an animated
shows.
Arrested Development.
I don't know why they haven't done it.
Just reanimate the series.
It's going to end up being me and you that do it and then submit
I'd
it.
watch it.
I'd watch it.
We just practice animation and just reanimate it ourselves and release it online as like a fanimation. We just rotoscope over it. Yeah.
That's all you have to really do. I mean, anyway.
That'd be funny.
We got kind of off
Disenchantment.
track
So we'll have a.
It's a great show. People, it's way underrated.
Yeah.
I think people watched the first couple episodes thinking it was going to be Futurama or The Simpsons, when really they came out and said we're trying to do like a sci-fi meets a Game of Thrones style.
Right, and it
more comedy.
It follows like a plot line. Like
but it's
I know,
definitely more serious.
Yeah.
Than like a Simpsons.
Yes.
It's medieval Futurama. So I think people needed to give it 3 or 4 episodes
it's
to
like
get it.
Groening's version of Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
I
love it.
Groening of Thrones.
Nice. I love the show. I really do. I think it's probably the best Netflix animation. People like Big Mouth. Besides BoJack. BoJack was the best.
I have probably not watched probably the last 3 or 4 seasons
of Big Mouth
since
right?
Seth Rogen was in it in the summer camp season. I have not watched. I have not watched.
He used to really not like Seth Rogen.
Were you there?
He's
Were you there?
Going to rehab.
Were you there, Seth Rogen? Rocab.
Seth Rogen.
So Disenchantment, popular Groening show, is officially ending.
Let's do that. Let's do the last season.
You want to do the last season? Well, we got to watch season 4. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's probably
easy,
heavy spoilers, though. So, like, people, you got to catch up. You know,
true.
If you're watching us, you got to catch up.
We get yelled at a
lot
lot about spoilers, even when we say spoilers, and people are like, "How to turn your video off because of spoilers?"
I know. The Stray video, we barely spoiled. I mean, me and you, like, advanced the plot. We couldn't even remember the characters' fucking names, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, and, like, we got yelled at about the Shredder thing.
We didn't even
talk
about. We didn't even talk about the ending for Strays. By the way,
No.
We didn't even absolutely mention it or hint at it or anything. So it's like. We don't spoil the ending. I want to get into this. Yeah, we do not spoil the ending of movies. We used to.
Not on purpose either.
Not
it was
on
more
purpose,
of like a breakdown
but we just
review.
like recapping the movie. But now we're like, no, we're not going to do the ending.
We've
even
took
though
a
we
vote
have our
in-house
opinions.
too, by the way. In credit scenes, especially ones that have no emphasis on the plot of the first movie, isn't it a spoiler?
No.
It's not a spoiler.
No.
It's not. If you choose, look, an in-credit scene video, and then you watch it and then yell at us because it spoiled something.
Yeah.
It didn't really. Anyway.
No, go see the movie for yourself, and you'll see that we didn't spoil that much in Strays.
No, there were so many bits we didn't spoil.
We held back
my God.
on a lot. Yeah, and we don't recap well, so you can't take away what we say as like factual one-to-one what happens
video,
in the movie.
90-minute movie.
Yeah.
No, it's not possible.
Right. So if we went for like 2 hours, I could see us recapping.
There are movie channels that literally break it down
plot for plot.
Almost line for line.
Plot for plot. They'll give opinions and then do line for line. Yeah, and
we
then
just comment
on the jokes individually.
We'll tell you whether or not it's worth going to see.
Yeah, maybe they haven't seen it yet. It's still opening weekend, so yeah.
Speaking
you fucked up my Futurama segue, but we'll go into box office because that works better.
I was trying to steal a segue.
We're like competing.
My segue. So we were both completely wrong on all the movies this weekend, pretty much across the board. Probably our worst week since we've been doing
for
this.
audio listeners. I just did the meek finger tap.
Yeah, it's not good. I think we bought into the Blue Beetle hype a little. And on top of the fact that it was a good, decent movie and it got good
like
reviews.
DC Resurrection, you got the Zolo kid like attached to it. You know, George Lopez is in there. It had a lot going for it.
It's a fun movie.
So
it's not a bad movie.
Yeah, we
our poll across the platforms, which are the two we're going to go see this weekend.
Blue Beetle?
Blue Beetle. One of the polls it was close, but overall,
strangely, a lot of people said Strays too, and I'm
but it was like
good
65-35.
Oh, okay.
Blue Beetle.
Wow.
And this will explain the numbers. Blue Beetle, our small sample size completely is perfect dead on what, on what the numbers are, but no, Blue Beetle about 25.5 million, which isn't good. 44 million worldwide debut.
25.5 million. That's it for Blue Beats.
Barbie slid into number 2 at 21.5 million.
No, really?
Yeah.
Dang. That's more than another movie made in this entire run, but we'll get there.
Oppenheimer, number 3, 10.8 million.
Okay. That's pretty good.
Then Strays.
Yeah.
8.3. which makes everybody realize now. You go back and look at No Hard Feelings, and everybody said this is J Law's final chance to prove whether she's a bankable actress.
She's good.
No other rated R comedy has opened, I think, over double digits except hers.
No Hard Feelings is the champion.
And again, the budget on that was 45, but 25 went to Jennifer Lawrence. But how much would that movie have made if it was Jane Smith, who you've never heard of?
Right.
Honestly,
or a new
nobody would
upcoming
have
actress or whatever. No, it's Jennifer Lawrence.
So, and this movie had
made it better.
Will Ferrell and Jamie Foxx, which are two gigantic. I mean, a bunch of ancillary characters, but two super A-list celebrities, and this thing couldn't get to 10 million for the weekend.
Yeah,
and the reviews are not bad.
No,
it got a B+ Cinescore.
I don't think the marketing was that great, to be honest, because one of our managers said like a lot of people took their kids to go see this movie, which was like probably the biggest mistake, you know?
Yeah.
That's not counting how many people demanded refunds after their kids were scarred for life when the prison keys scene happened.
I'm a parent. He's not. You got to do a little due diligence. You can't catch the last 6 seconds
my God.
of a trailer.
I'm not blaming the movie
I know.
by any
but
means.
I'm saying, you can't catch the last 6 seconds of a trailer that might be only a PG-13 humor joke, and you go, take 10-year-old Johnny to go see that. And then 45 seconds in, you're like...
The dog is holding the rated R symbol in his mouth in
it's
the
like
main
on the
poster.
Tag. Yeah, it's like rated R.
Yeah. So that's because his name's Reggie. No. Sorry, parents of the world. You fucked up.
We went over, by the way, pretty much on both. Both of us did, I think.
Yeah.
And even the industry.
We went over.
It was
both.
under all the industry expectations. I mean, we had 30 and 12 for those two industry-wise. So it came in under everybody, which is really sad.
Blue Beetle did better than it was originally projected to do still.
It recovered some.
So by that logic,
I'm super interested in Legs, though.
Yeah.
Because it's better received than The Flash and Shazam. So let's see how this holds up.
Well, Barbie, Oppenheimer, they aren't really dying down, but they're like in comparison, they
finally
are.
got out of steam.
So Blue Beetle being in theaters for the next little bit, while Equalizer, Expendables, you know.
Yeah. Then after that, it kicks into the
Gran
Halloween.
Turismo, yeah. Like, and it's also
how big is Gran Turismo?
First week of school for
some
for
kids.
us.
Yeah, it's all rolling in and everything. Yeah.
So that makes sense. It's definitely like you can tell like when we were in the theater, it's like, oh, this is like. This theater, this IMAX would have been packed 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
Like if it was still summer, you know, Thursday, 2:00 in the afternoon, I got to get my kids something to do.
This was an uneasy release from Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
So you can clearly see they didn't know what they wanted to do.
If they put it out even 2 weeks earlier, I think it would have made maybe $20 million more.
Maybe, but it was a crowded box office.
That's true. I forgot
most of
about
the
that.
better
That's
movies,
true.
unfortunately, didn't do well this year, at least in our opinion.
Yeah.
Like, we liked Indy. Most overall, majority of people liked it. It plop. Mission Impossible.
I'm excited to rewatch Indy whenever it drops on streaming.
It was a good movie.
I'm excited to rewatch it. Yeah,
a lot of good movies did not make money this year. Speaking
Mission
of
Impossible,
not making money,
yeah,
we had a couple close official.
Ruby Gillman. Unfortunately,
we got to talk about this for a second.
In 7 weeks, it only
which is a nothing run, by the way. That's
nothing.
Barbie's in its 5th weekend and it's in 2nd.
They pulled it basically.
For reference.
They basically pulled Gilman out of theaters. It made only $15.7 million total.
Which, by the way,
its entire run.
What, 7?
Yeah. So it only made $7 million-ish more dollars in the
another 7 weeks.
6 weeks that it ran. That's not good. They should have pulled this movie
and the budget
in 2
was tiny
weeks.
for an animated movie, but still, oof.
And we're not crapping on the movie because we already did that.
Yeah, the whole review.
But it's all right. Again, if in the inevitability it drops on Peacock eventually, or where would it drop? Peacock, Paramount, Peacock, right?
Peacock, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Watch it with your kids.
Yeah,
it's good. It's a good watch. Once
it's all right. And I don't advocate for like getting rid of people for mistakes, but I would like a $70 million budget, and I bet you we could turn something out that makes at least $15 million.
Yeah. With that studio?
With any studio.
Give me DreamWorks.
$70 million that you exclusive can only use on a movie, and I guarantee you we can make more than $15 million.
Yeah.
Because what we do is we shoot the movie for $35 and then spend $35 million to buy tickets.
Create
the hype.
That sounds like a genius strategy.
Or maybe we
just
did that.
Maybe we have people reserve the tickets, and it's acted as a
Give them
donation
away
for squids in harm.
Did you notice that dropped completely away? Like even Mission Impossible still in the top 10. That one went.
Yeah, it was just on the records last week.
Oh, when the guy,
it was just there.
when the founders got arrested for child trafficking, the whole thing the movie's
That's
about.
odd.
All right, we'll leave that at that.
Flash, another movie, just ended its run in 9 weeks, only making, and this might be more sad than Ruby Gillman, only $108 million.
For point of reference,
In 9 weeks. 9 weeks.
Ant-Man.
That's like a baby. Oh, that's months.
Ant-Man made, what was it, 105 opening? 106
Opening weekend. Opening weekend, it made 105
Again, it felt like a
million.
rock, but it still accomplished that in 3 days.
It almost made the entire run of Flash. Well, we have special guest on the show. So Ant-Man made, $105 million basically in its opening weekend, and Flash only did that basically.
I saw a Reddit post
million.
this morning saying,
that's
hey,
rough.
in retrospect, guys, maybe Black Adam's run wasn't the worst thing.
Maybe
in the
Black
history of the
Adam wasn't
universe.
such a bad movie, and we should have let The Rock cook a little bit more, as the kids
So we
say.
could smell what he was cooking.
Yeah, nice. I didn't even try. Man, that's a nice. Oh God,
Thank you, Parker. Parker appreciated it. Studio dog. He's like,
we got everyone's in the studio today.
beep. Can't get over the Flash.
So Ant-Man only made.
We're trying to shit talk Flash. God, are we done? Is everyone done running into the studio?
Well, I'll every time I get up, I'll zoom off and zoom back.
Nice. That's funny. So yeah, Flash.
Yeah,
Flash embarrassment. Yeah, we're talking about Black Adam. Anyway,
we're done with the box.
Fine.
We'll figure.
Box
I'll
office.
find a spot.
Fart.
I'll find a spot.
And fart. All right, let's wrap this. Let's wrap this up.
New Ghostbusters movie in the works. Sony testing Unreal Engine cameraless production. So they're basically making a video game.
CGI then.
They're just making a video game.
Hey, we're gonna give you an entire CGI part with no people. Okay, that's what it is.
Favreau already talked about doing that in
Lion King.
Lion King. Yeah, where they made where they put the camera videographers in the VR shit, and they made the landscape in this VR world, and they could all walk around it. Yeah.
I mean, technology.
So
for distant shots, it looks good. We know
Well,
that.
it's just cool because now Sony is doing it.
Oh, that's
They
true.
feel like they have to announce every accomplishment they do every 10 seconds.
Remember when they released the Matrix thing a year or two ago and showed the Unreal 5?
Remember Gran Turismo? I remember. Remember? Yeah, so the takeaway is, who gives a shit about the Unreal bullshit? New Ghostbusters, right?
Yeah.
New Ghostbusters, that might look pretty good because it's going to be made with Unreal shit, so it might look pretty good, maybe.
How
maybe
jarring
not.
is it going to be to the back and forth, though, the real people? That's what we need to accomplish. When you can make the CGI switch, not even that it has to look completely photoreal, but give it a transition that needs to look not so jarring.
It's got to look accurate. Yeah, no, I totally agree with you. Unreal Engine still isn't really.
It's close. People still are not there yet.
It's gonna look like Fortnite, Bean. We're gonna make Ghostbusters in Fortnite.
You can download on the Series X and probably the PS5. There's a whole
the Fortnite Unreal editor or whatever.
The Matrix demo thing where it shows you, and most of it looks like real, but until they show people, and then you instantly know.
But they're not real people, though.
No, but that's what I'm saying. But they try to make it like it's
so.
Real
But
people.
a movie shooting real people with combine the environment. If they can't get the people down in the NPC texture world, then
it's basically they're doing inside of what Disney is doing outside with the circle. What do they call it?
See, then if they're doing that, then they need to release those as NFTs, like DC is doing,
right?
And then make it an environment that you can walk around.
Why hasn't Disney done that?
When everything's rigged.
What's that thing called that they film in?
The circle.
Yeah,
it's called the circle. I don't know.
It's a weird name. It sounds real stupid.
The rhombus.
It's
rhombus.
yeah.
It's
I
don't know.
The area or something.
The circle. I don't know. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. From Mandalorian, and
but that's basically the same thing. But they're giving you a set with all the computer stuff into the background. So
yeah. No, it'll be interesting to see. I'm excited for a new Ghostbusters. I said I wasn't going to watch Afterlife until they announced something for new Ghostbusters, so I guess
we were hesitant.
I guess
but
it's
the
time.
reviews are good.
I guess it's time.
Original cast is in it.
Maybe we'll have a super better late than never for Ghostbusters Afterlife. I want to get into a last little bit. They're doing. It's rumored that there's going to be a Jack and Daxter movie, which you guys remember Jack and Daxter fart with Tom Holland and Chris Pratt, who are joined at the hip now, and it's basically just going to be Onward, but themed after fucking Jack and Daxter. And they try to do a Ratchet and Clank movie, which is similar to Jack and Daxter. but
we
it
can
didn't
thank
really
Sonic
work.
and Mario for this.
But I don't think this will be live action.
Either way, though.
I think it'll just be animated.
Sonic kicked the dam open and Mario brought the water, and now here comes all the video game movies.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. The good ones. Detective Pikachu opened the door. Okay.
It tried. Right. It cracked the window.
Okay. Well, the Pikachu was trying to get the door open.
Right, and Sonic blew through
and
it.
Sonic's like speedball.
Because he was running away from the flood that was Mario and the tidal
jumps
wave.
on Pikachu's head and gets through the door too. Like, yeah, it's like a Smash Bros. Animation.
That's how we end the. We should have credits roll while we talk about ridiculous shit like that for the channel. Like, Sonic ran through the door that Pikachu tried to open. That Mario jumped.
Check out our Futurama video coming soon. We're gonna do episode 5. It's the middle of the season. Check out our we're gonna do Ahsoka trailer review maybe or a series review.
Oh, we will.
We got
we will.
There's a new Studio Ghibli movie trailer.
But they didn't really.
That dropped.
They're
not marketing at all. I don't know why, but we should watch that trailer. We should watch Disenchantment once we finish season 4. And then what were we just talking about at the beginning of the fucking thing? Another trailer dropped. What were we talking about? There's another trailer that dropped.
I'm trying to remember.
About?
I know. I'm looking at you trying to hope it'll jar the memory. It's not.
What were we talking about? Well, if you know what we're talking
about. You guys,
about.
go ahead and type it now. Let me see. Time machine. Let's get in the time machine. What's that? God, you can't. Yeah, you can't spell. No, that's
no. You got to delete that. You can't type that. For movie homework, I didn't watch Team America: World Police.
I didn't watch.
You didn't watch Parasite, so don't gasp. Don't you dare gasp at me. Don't you dare.
I mean, I watched Parasite 3 times.
I really want you to watch Parasite.
Subbed, dubbed. I saw it all.
I even watched it in Swahili.
Yeah, and I watched his director commentary and how he talked about.
There's a.
I learned Korean
just to watch with no subtitles, and it was that good. Yeah.